What it do, man? It's your boy Josh. We back up anything with another one, man. We woke up this morning. It's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it, guys. Guys, theme of this video, dog. Silence the noise. Silence the ones that are making it difficult for you to hear yourself. Hearing what you want. Knowing what you want. Living the life that you want to live, living on your own terms. A lot of us go through life, and I recognize this in some people. A lot of us live our lives based on what we are supposed to do, you know? And who or what determines what you're supposed to do? Let me use an example. You know, your parents may say, yeah, when you grow up and you have a wife, you got kids, etc., 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 you're supposed to get married, have kids, start a family, do whatever the case may be. Or your family may say, yeah, when you go to school, when you become a doctor, or when you're a lawyer, and you know they tell you you're supposed to do this, and all of these things, you know, is noise. If it's not adding or is in alignment with what you want to do. Out of all those, that is just simply those two examples. I know that there's a good amount of people in that pool that are doing what they're supposed to do. Just using those examples, specifically those examples and other examples where we got people that are just doing what they don't want to do. And something that I've learned this year, bro, is life is so much better when you just do what you want to do. You don't guilt trip yourself into doing something so somebody else feels good. You don't make yourself do something just based on what somebody may think of you, or you know what they may perceive of you. When you live life on your own terms, and you to the point where nobody can tell you nothing, nobody can tell you to do something you don't want to do, it's so much more peaceful. And what makes it peaceful is that the noise, all those people telling you what they're supposed to do, that's not going to stop ever. But what's going to make those noises go completely mute is based on what you do. And it's really going to be based on whether or not you choose to listen to them. You choose to listen to all the people that tell you how your life is supposed to be lived, as opposed to you just living your life the way you want to live it. So never make a decision based on what other people have to do, because you're going to have to be the one living the consequences of doing something like that. Say, for example, you're supposed to get married and you decide to get married knowing deep down inside you had a little bit of doubt about doing it, or you had a little bit of uncertainty. Okay, because you continue to follow suit, you continue to follow the social programming that's been wired in your brain, you will then eventually make a big mess for you to clean up, where people get years and years and years down a relationship, have kids, put so many measures in place to solidify and to make it even more of a impossible task for them to say move on, or to separate, or to undo all of those things. It's so much better when you just decide to choose to live your life on your terms, bro. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Cool. You don't need to explain yourself to nobody. You don't need to justify why it is that you do or don't like something, or why you do or don't want to do something. To give it a clear, plain example, I hate pickles, bro. I don't like pickles, dog. I don't eat pickles. I just don't like pickles. That's not my speed, bro. There's other people that love pickles. People that telling you what you're supposed to be do is like them telling you, yeah, man, you need to like pickles, bro. You need to have pickles on your burger because that's what society does. Society eats pickles, and you are going to be a normal member of society by being a good old pickle eater. You know what I'm saying? Pause. That sounds weird in that way, but you guys get what I'm saying. That's basically what's happening with you. have one life to live, and the one thing you have control over is your life, because there's one thing you definitely don't have control over is based on what everybody else is doing and what everybody else does. You do have control over what you gonna do though, and you have the ability to choose whether or not you are going to listen to this person, that person. Consider it's all on you. But the problem is, you can listen to all those recommendations, but you still got to be willing to do what's right. And what I mean by right is what you think is right. Don't listen to what somebody can or is telling you what you should or shouldn't do. That's what they would do for their life. They may not like pickles, so they gonna tell you, hey, this is how you need to live your life if you don't like pickles. But if you a dude that like pickles, bro, live your life in accordance with a dude that like pickles, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I don't like eating pickles. What am I going to do? Tell a bunch of other people that they need to stop eating pickles? No, I'm just focused on me. I'm focused on my lane. I can choose whether or not what I want to do, whether or not I want to do it. If somebody doesn't like, and let's use this example. Say somebody finds out this is an analogy, so don't take it literal. But reflect over your life as I'm using this analogy, okay? Say for example, somebody says, "Hey, bro, put this pickle on your burger," and I'm like, "Nah, bro, I don't want the pickle." And then a lot of us, because they don't want to disappoint the person, or they may say, "Oh, you know more," or you, so I should listen to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and eat this, whatever you say. And then what if it doesn't work out? Should I blame the other person for making me do it? No, I can't tell them that, oh, the reason why I'm failing is because you made me do it. No. The only person that can really make you do something is if you're a child living at home with your parents and, they taking care of you. But if you're a grown adult out here, you know what I'm saying? Live your life on your own terms, bro, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to reap the consequences, the impacts, everything that's associated with making that decision, bro. If you're going to make a decision, bro, I am 1,000 okay with failing. I am 1,000% with failing and being wrong if I failed on my terms. If I can only blame myself for the reason for failing, that is the only time that, you know what I'm saying, I don't mind failing. But what I do hate is if somebody tells me something that's not right, that does not set me up for success, and then I end up ends up setting me up for failure. And it makes me even more mad knowing that I should have just did what I wanted to do to begin with, that I should have just trusted my instincts, that I should have just lived my life the way that I wanted to live regardless, and not let somebody else try to tell me how to live my life, or what they would do, or what I should do, or anything like that, bro. I am living in a life where at the end of this thing, bro, I don't want to have any sort of regrets. I don't want to be able to say I could, but I didn't. I should, but I didn't. For example, I'm getting out the military, bro. Military is a great, phenomenal workplace that I started working in since I was 22 years old, bro. I commissioned as an officer in the United States Army, bro. Life has been great, bro. I love the Army. My life is good. But, bro, I have some sort of thing inside my stomach, in my gut, bro, that's telling me, go do something else. You've done enough. This phase of your life is over with. It's time to move on. Something keeps pulling me to move in that direction. So, with that being said, now, since I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this transition, I'm going to go ahead and get out the military, what should I do? Well, when I say that, a lot of my family members and a lot of my loved ones, close ones, may question my decision. Bro, don't get out the military, bro. A lot of people were in the military that was in the same thing. They telling me, bro, don't get out, man. Do the full 20 years. Don't get out. Don't get out. Everybody telling me, don't get out, don't get out. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to still get out, bro, because I would rather, say, for example, get out, experience it, fail, and then worst case scenario, if the military was all that it was to be, that everybody was saying, and I realized that, then I'll make the decision to go back and get back in the military. But what I'm not going to accept is knowing that I could, but I didn't. Knowing that there was maybe an opportunity for me to live a better life, but I didn't do it because I was too concerned about not making sure my uncles and my aunts and my mom and my dad and the people that I care about, not getting them to look at me in the negative light, bro. Not wanting to make sure that I'm doing things in accordance with their plan. Like, oh, I want to be respectful. I don't want to, it's not disrespectful for you to not go off of somebody's recommendation. It's disrespectful just by simply being disrespectful. You can do everything in a respectful manner. You can decline, you can reject, whatever the case may be, in a respectful manner. If somebody deems, oh, if you don't do what I say, that's disrespectful, that is crazy work. That's diabolical, bro. But I say all that to say, bro, I can't live with any sort of regret, bro. When I leave this earth, bro, I wanted to say that I did it my way. I'm glad that I experienced it, whatever the case may be. Everybody might tell me no, but sometimes, bro, I want to experience and see the answer for myself. I trust your word. Your word may be valid. It may be true, but you ain't me. Your experience ain't gonna mean that it's gonna be the same experience for me. The way I think of myself is maybe different than the way you think of me. What's most important, fellas, is what you think of yourself. How do you think of yourself? Do you look at yourself as somebody that's not worthy, or do you think highly of yourself? Because a lot of people that tell me don't get out the military, they have this preconceived notion, or they give off this energy as if like, hey, life is not going to be better once you get out the military. Life right now for you is good. That may be the case for them. But the possibility of life being better once I get out the military, is that a far-fetched idea? Is that a fantasy? Can that actually be a real world scenario? Can I actually see myself being more successful, being more at peace, living a better life outside the military? Hell yes, I can. Okay, since I can see it, I am fully in control of that reality coming into the physical world. I am in full control of what my life looks like after the military. If I want my life to be great outside the military, then I'm going to do the necessary preparations to ensure of it. Some other individual may not be factoring in my work ethic. Some other individual may not know what truly I'm capable of, or how I think of myself. They may think of themselves and say, because I wasn't able to do it, or because this is what I experienced, that means it's an automatic default that you're going to experience. But that's not the case. I never look at myself as in like, oh, because that happened to you, it's going to happen to me. No. My girl, say for example, she would reject 9 of them, but she won't reject me. So I'm going to pull up and I'm going to walk as if I already got her. As if that wasn't the case before. My girl, she chose me. She wanted to be with me, say for example. Does that mean she's saying yes and she should? Some women, yeah, you could say the same, but like, no, somebody told me yes that they've said no to. Somebody else didn't qualify. Why is that? Because experiences are subjective. They vary by the person, by who it is, by who you are. If you're a guy that sees yourself being a successful person doing X, Y, and Z, bro, and you can make that jump a reality, and if it's in your full control, go make that jump happen, bro. Because if it's in your full control, bro, the only person that can really stop you or tell you that it can't happen is you. Nobody else can tell you that it can't happen. Nobody can tell you that it's not possible. As long as you have the belief in here that it can be done, bro, it's always going to be a possibility. As long as you keep going, bro, it's always going to be a possibility, bro. You never count yourself out, bro. As long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, bro, and you keep going, bro, it don't matter what they say. It don't matter if they support you. It don't matter if they don't support you, bro. It does not matter. What matters is, can you keep moving forward and make it happen? Is it in your control? Yes or no? Yes. If it's in your control, then take control and do the things that can make it happen. Don't just take somebody's word for it and be like, nope, just don't even think about it. Don't even do it. Don't even try. I've already done that. Yeah, you tried. I didn't try. You aren't going to do the same things that I do. I don't carry myself the same way when there is a will, because I have a will, I will find a way. When there is a will, you will find a way. Silence the noise. Stop asking for too many people telling you too many conflicting things, etc., etc. It's clouding your judgment. You can't even hear yourself think. Take all their consideration. Know the risk associated with it. To every decision, there's always going to be pros and there's always going to be cons. For every decision you make, there's always going to be a risk associated with it. Can you accept the risk, or do you not want to accept it? You choose. No matter who you ask, if you ask person A, they're going to tell you, yeah, go for it. And if you ask person B, they're going to tell you not to go for it. And you value both of those opinions the same way. But that's what? They are on two different sides of the spectrum. So what do? You do what you want to do. You do what you want to do. You take all the information that you know, you analyze it, you assess, you reflect, you look at what you think you're capable of. And if you think you're capable of, which decision do you think that's the decision you go for? That's the one you go for. Me, I've already, like, if I'm using myself, my scenario, my example, I'm going to be out the military in about 6 months, bro. Man, I'm going to see what this thing talking about. I put a plan in place. I got to execute the plan. If I don't execute the plan, then it's going to lead to complete failure. But because I have a plan in place, and because the plan makes sense, the plan is smart, the plan is feasible, I can do it. I can see myself doing it. I'm imagining myself doing it. It's not far-fetched. I can do it. How do I know I can do it? It's because I believe I can do it. Because I'm choosing to believe I can do it. I'm choosing to believe that I'm capable. And because I choose to believe that, I am going to move and operate as if that's the case. As if I know better. And if I do fail, whatever, I'll fix it. If I do find myself in a problem, who cares? I'll get to the solution. If it ends up being Okay, worst case scenario, I fail. Oh, okay, if I fail, I'll learn. And then once I learn, I'll do better next time. Either way, I come out better. But not trying, not attempting, there's no way I can get better. And there's no way that I'm actually seeing what I'm truly capable of. And I'm leaving free chicken out there on the table, bro. What could have been? I never want to say that. Oh, what could have been? What could have been? I don't know, man. When you're on your deathbed, you live like till you about 80 something, 90 something, 70 something, whatever the case may be. I hope that you guys would kind of like listen to what I'm telling you in regard to, bro, when I'm old, bro, I don't want to be at an age where it's like, damn, bro, I wish I would have did that, because that's the pain of regret. That's the pain of regret. The pain of regret is such a grueling pain, bro, because it's a pain that you can't really do anything about, but just get to acceptance. You have to accept that you messed up, that you missed your window of opportunity. That's a terrible pain to have, bro. I don't want to have that pain. I'd rather go through the pain of transformation. I'd rather go through the pain of bumping my head a couple of times. I'd rather go through the pain of learning, go through the pain of switching up and having to come up with another plan and figuring it all out. But you want to know something? I don't have no regrets. And let's say, for example, if I do go through the pain of transformation, what if it leads me to living the most beneficial, most joyful, most peaceful life that I could have ever imagined? It could have been, actually, what if I did this and it results into something better than what I originally thought that I was going to get out of it? What if it's even better? What if the results that I was seeking for is actually 10x? What if I actually receive even more than I initially planned for? What if the dream job, the dream house, the dream life what if it's actually better than what I'm even thinking of right now? The Most High tells you, hey, check the scriptures, bro. So you may have a plan of what you want to receive, bro. But if you follow God's plan, you follow the Holy Spirit that's within you, bro, that's pulling you to doing these things, that's giving you specific gifts, giving you specific talents that have made you specifically tailored for the purpose he has called for you, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna lead to something better than you are even imagining right now, dog. Way better. So you got a imagination of what you think it would be if you come out winning, right? I'm here to tell you that the Most High is gonna make it even better than that. If you just be obedient by just listening to him and doing Jesus was the most hated person on this earth, bro. So many people opposed him, bro. But now here we are, and he's the most famous person to have ever lived, dog. Jesus Christ is the most famous man of all time and will be. Think of the things he had to endure during his lifetime. The reason why he's the most famous, most popular is because of how much he was hated. What he stood for. Following his purpose. You think that when you start your journey on your purpose, doing what it is that God called you to do it what it is that you've been yearning to do, you think it's going to be easy? It's not. There are going to be some obstacles that are going to try to stop you. But you want to know what that is? You want to know with all that noise and that clutter that's all in front of you, what that is? That's just the devil trying to stop you, because he even knows if he gets too cold, if he reaches down, if he gains too much knowledge, if he keeps trying, I can't touch him. He'll become untouchable. He'll start influencing other people he'll start being an inspiration, and other people will start to admire and start following him. Nah, we got to stop him, because not only is he going to make his life better, he's going to make other people's lives better. No, we got to stop him. We got to stop him. Once he learns it, he's going to put everybody else on game, and we got to send stuff. We got to send stuff to stop him. We got to throw some doubt in there. Yeah, let's have one of his close family members say something negative or try to do something to stop him. Get him to stop it, because that's the thing. The devil, he can't make you stop. The only thing is he can put people around you to get you to want to stop. Remember that. He can't stop you. But what he can do is put things and people around you to get you, try to convince you to stop. You got to keep going. You got to face the resistance. You got to face the opposition. You got to do it head on. You got to go through it. You got to agree to disagree with a lot of mofos, bro. Accept it. Embrace it. Understand that as you embrace it, it's only going to develop you and make you even better. Having those uncomfortable conversations, doing things that are not pleasing people, I get it, it's difficult. But with practice, like anything else, gets easier with time. And say, for example, you get easier, it becomes easier for you to not act and do things other people want you to do. Imagine how easy it would be for you to walk and move and not care about people liking you and stuff. Imagine how much freer you'd be, and imagine, you know, how unaffected you are based on somebody's opinion. Somebody is watching this video right now, can't stand me, probably put some hate under this video, hate comment or whatever the case may be, bro. I don't care. Let them talk. I've had some people very rarely put some just crazy stuff on my videos. I don't acknowledge it. I know that that's going to happen, but I know the whole reason as to why that's happened. That person that commented that's trying to stop me is coming from a place of negativity. It's really them projecting where they are mentally, where they think of themselves. And so that's when they see something that's not like them, that opposes them, that actually shows a big spotlight on what they could be. Instead of them saying, oh, maybe I should change, instead what they try to do is stop them and try to bring them down to their level, because misery loves company. And if you see a miserable person, just know that they are miserable. If somebody's being negative, just know that they spread negativity, they spread misery because they don't want to be miserable on their own. They need company. They love company. They want people to be down there with them. Don't let them. So when you start working out, you start elevating and stuff like that, don't let people guilt you for like, you too good for us now. No. I never said that, but you want to know who thought that? They think that. They see you elevating, and so they start assuming that, oh, he's elevated, he thinks he's better than us. But in all actuality, they think that he's elevating, he's becoming better than us. So let's try to guilt trip him to stop and make it seem like it's bad for him to continuously develop and work on himself so he can have a better life. Let's go ahead and make him doubt that. Let me go ahead and try to bring him down. That's the whole game, bro. That's the game plan, bro. It's going to be challenging, and you may take this video and be like, I got you, Josh. I'm taking down the notes. I'm going to be prepared for it. But bro, until you in it, bro, because I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, bro. This year, especially this past few months, bro, man, you want to talk about standing on business for something that you really think is right, for somebody that you know is, and to know that they would go through extreme lengths to bring, bro, I'm telling you, it's a real thing, dog. And you may think that all right, I'm built for this. Until you go through it, bro. But it's all coming at you, all just to get you better. Never forget that. Never forget that. With everything that you do, the reason why confrontation, the reason why you challenging other people, the reason why all those things are so hard is because you haven't practiced it. You don't have the repetitions in it. You don't have the stamina for it. You don't have the gall. You haven't built it up yet. You haven't built that muscle up. But you want to know how you start? It's by starting little by little. The first time is always going to be the hardest time. But the second time becomes easier, right? And the third time becomes easier. And it becomes easier and easier and easier. But the only way that it becomes easier is if you continue to do it. You continue to immerse yourself into it. Embrace it, take the challenges head on, understand the reason why the challenges are coming, but keep moving forward. Silence the noise and keep moving forward and getting to the life that you've always wanted, because it's fully in your control. Silence the noise. You have the ability to silence all of them. And what I mean by silencing is not literally telling them to be quiet, but literally just choosing not to listen, taking bits and parts that apply to you. Okay, that makes sense. And then go from there, bro. But always do what you think is right. Trust your instincts, bro. Understand where this person may be talking. They're talking about what they've done. But you don't have to be that. You should always be thinking highly of yourself. As somebody who is capable of more. That can do it differently. That when I do it, it's going to be different. I'm about to set a new type of tone, a new agenda. Yeah, them restrictions, that may have applied to him, but it ain't going to apply to me because I'm going to figure it out. I'm not going to be the one to give the power to the external. I'm going to put the power back onto the internal, that the external can't hold me, can't stop me. That the most powerful weapon that I have is up here. And as long as I'm keeping this, by choosing to keep in this right, by choosing to believe in positive thoughts, I'm going to be straight. So I think that's everything I had today, man. Guys, I love doing these videos for y'all. If y'all seen that, I'm kind of like not posting as much as I used to. I try to post at least 5 to 7 times a week, bro, but now it's like 2-3 times, and I'm about to go on vacation this weekend, bro, for Thanksgiving. I'm still trying to upload and everything like that, man, but life is just lifing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking about y'all. I appreciate it for you watching all the way to the end of this video, man. If you watching to the end of this video, I want you to know, bro, I'm doing this video because of you. The reason why I keep going is because of you, knowing that somebody on the other end of this lens, on the other end of this screen, is literally listening to me. And I'm just an ordinary dude who just decided to turn the camera on one day and speak what I believe in to help other people live their life. And so if you've been here for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I know some people like, bro, I mess with y'all. I'm always gonna be trying to go for y'all. And if I can't deliver for y'all, man, just know that it's because it's something important. Because I have shown on numerous amount of occasions that if I'm free and I got the and I got the energy and I got my priorities taken care of until I can do videos, bro, y'all know y'all gonna hear from me. Y'all know it's gonna come like But just know that, man. Just know. I know y'all been waiting a few days for the video, but just know it's definitely within my intent to give y'all the content and just making sure that y'all realize what's within yourselves. You know what I mean? What's within you. I'm not changing anybody's lives. I'm just here to remind you who the hell you are, bro. That you are that dog. And you want to know what makes you become that dog? It's just by choosing to wake up and just saying, I am him. I am that dude. And what you do is, with that belief, you start living the life that dude that you imagine, that dog that's within you, what would he do? Just do what he does. What would the most successful, the best version of myself, what would he do in a situation like that? How would he live his life on a day-to-day basis? What's some things he would do? How would he manage his relate and just do that? And just do that. You feel me, dog? But yeah, man, I love all my loyal supporters, man. Thank y'all for keep on watching the video, man. I love this, man. I love it. Keep on commenting, man. Man, definitely fuels me, and it definitely motivates me to keep on going. I ain't never gonna stop going, but I got a damn good reason to keep going, not only for myself, but definitely for the people that's on the other end of the screen that really look forward to these videos, dog. I just wanted to take a time out to just say, man, I mess with y'all, dog, for sure. I'm just a kid from Arkansas, bro, that just said, man, I'm gonna turn the camera on, and I never had the expectation that some people will be watching me, listening to me, and taking what I be saying to heart and actually being applying it to their lives, bro. The fact that I've been able, these videos has spanned to do that amount of influence and actually help people see what's really within them, bro. The biggest life satisfaction that I could, like, waking up and just knowing that, you know, I bring value to the world is just, it's just amazing. And I challenge you and recommend you to find ways where you can impact the world and leave your mark and hopefully just, you know, and you can do that. Simply just look at somebody that, you know, could use a compliment. You know, you may not know what they may be going through mentally, but you can make a huge impact in somebody's lives. You can tell somebody the one thing that they needed to hear. You can do that, and I challenge you to do that. And so yeah, man, because what's associated with it, the sense of fulfillment you get from it, bro, is top tier, top notch, man. So I love y'all, man. But that's all I got for y'all boys, man. Before y'all go, man, please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'ma holla at y'all.